Santana now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Baseman, Carlos Santana.
First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Now batting.
Jose Ramirez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Over to VR. On to first, and they get them both. Striding into the box, Roberto Perez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now with such an uptick in velocity.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Renato Nunez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Looped over toward first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
No left fielder.
Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. In now, Hanser Alberto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Alberto
drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one in. Tanner Scott has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. In now is Yasiel Puig. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Standing in, number 35. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Puig on at first, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander is there, one away. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Puig rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay throw, and he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI
Now
here.
batting, left fielder Jordan.
Into the box now, Jordan Luplow, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard.
He just scorched that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
In now, Fran Moreyes, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. At the plate, Rio Ruiz. He went down on strikes last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Settling in now, number 21, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing at 5 guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Digging in, Jonathan Villar. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch. Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only one away. Standing in, Trey Mancini. Yeah, guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered. Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Now batting, right fielder,
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. He'll settle for 1. Now batting, Francisco Lindor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Smith is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
So now Carlos Santana. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will bang up against the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The third baseman,
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Santander waits on it, and that ends the inning. 1 hit. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. In there, strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
So he got him swinging. Dwight Smith Jr. becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1. Baltimore down to their final strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Cleveland Indians get the